as a group of 13 siblings in California realized to their horror they were held captive, shackled to their beds with chains and left without food or water by none other than their own parents. The couple have been arrested. Here's what they put their children through and why.
From the outside, house number 160 on Muir Woods Road in Paris may look like any other home in California, but inside it were unspeakable horrors.
Crazy, you never know who your neighbors are.
This couple has left America shell-shocked. 57-year-old David Allen Turpin and 49-year-old Louise Allen Turpin are also known as the parents from hell. The Turpins were arrested on Sunday after police discovered that their 13 children had been held captive in their home. The children, who were between 2 to 29 years of age, were shackled to their beds with chains and padlocks in dark and foul-smelling surroundings. Police got wind of what was happening inside the house after one of the children, a 17-year-old girl, managed to escape and called 911 from a mobile phone she found at home. The girl claimed her 12 siblings were being held captive by their parents. Police say the 17-year-old girl looked more like she was 10. When they found the other siblings, they were even more shocked to discover that 7 of them were actually adults, aged between 18 and 29. All 13 appeared emaciated, pale and very dirty, and were rushed to local hospitals for treatment.
In the time we live in, it's unfortunate to see this. It's actually heartbreaking for the staff, and it's unbelievable what you see. We pull out all the stops, so to speak, to make sure that, again, that their privacy is dealt with, that they get the appropriate care, and that they are treated with dignity and respect at a time when they need it the most.
According to public records, the couple lived in Texas for several years before moving to California in 2010. David Turpin had been declared bankrupt twice. At the time of his second bankruptcy, he seemed to have a well-paying job as an engineer at an aeronautics company. But with so many children and his wife not working, his expenses appear to have exceeded his income. On the California Education Department website, David Turpin is listed as the principal of a private school that operated from the house. According to the website, the status of the school is active. Neighbors say they knew a large family lived in the nondescript suburban home, but that was about the extent of their knowledge.
They didn't speak. They kept to themselves. They were, like I said, the kids were invisible. And the only time I saw the kids, besides the Christmas incident, the kids were just coming out of the car, going into the house. That was it. So it was I never saw the kids by themselves. The parents were close around. But I believe that even though I thought they were kids because they physically looked like preteens, I don't believe they were. I think these were the 20-year-olds.
Police say the parents are yet to give a logical reason as to why they had kept their children shackled. And according to eyewitnesses who saw the couple being taken away, they didn't look particularly mentally sound.
She was just like coughing, acting a little weird, and just like the police officer was talking to her, and she just kept like smirking at him and like kind of like she spit twice down the floor.
This quiet middle-class suburban neighborhood is shaken to the core, with the residents now soul-searching about whether they should have spotted that something was awry. Houses on the street are so close together that it is difficult to imagine how a family could hide such an enormous secret here. And yet, that is exactly what seems to have happened.
They were the type that you didn't really get to know anything about them. They were very to themselves, in a sense, clannish. So they only kept to themselves. And the only time you would see them, you would never see anyone visit. You would never see anyone come outside. All you would really see is that they'd go out, maybe make a grocery run, and that was about it.
The couple's Facebook page shows several photos of the whole family, apparently smiling and happy, making it even harder to come to terms with the horror that was discovered. No one seems to know how long the siblings may have been held captive. And of course, no one can answer the hardest question of all: why? Bureau Report, WION.